HOA posted my personal info online. I sued under privacy laws and settled for $90,000. Have you ever had your private life splashed across the internet for all to see, with no warning and no consent? That's exactly what happened to Mia Torres, a single mother of two, when her neighborhood's homeowners association, HOA, decided to make an example out of her. What began as a petty dispute over a mailbox ended with Mia's personal information, her full name, address, and even her financial struggles posted on the HOA's public website for the entire community to gawk at. The betrayal stung, but Mia wasn't one to back down. This is the story of how she fought back, exposed the HOA's overreach, and walked away with a $90,000 settlement that left jaws on the floor. Mia had moved into the quiet suburban neighborhood of Willow Creek 3 years prior, hoping for a fresh start after a tough divorce. The community was picturesque, with manicured lawns and friendly waves until the HOA got involved. It started with a cracked mailbox. Mia, juggling 2 jobs and her kids' school schedules, hadn't gotten around to fixing it. The HOA sent her a notice, which she acknowledged, promising to replace it within a month. But Karen Whitaker, the HOA president, wasn't satisfied. Karen, a self-proclaimed guardian of property values, had a reputation for ruling the neighborhood with an iron fist. She thrived on control, and Mia's slightly weathered mailbox was her latest obsession. What Mia didn't expect was the email blast that landed in every resident's inbox, titled "Non-Compliance in Willow Creek." It included her full name, address, and a scathing paragraph about her failure to maintain community standards. Worse, Karen had dug into Mia's recent financial struggles information she'd gotten from a nosy neighbor who worked at the bank and included a line about Mia's inability to prioritize her responsibilities. The email linked to the HOA's website, where the same information was posted for the world to see. By the next morning, Mia's phone was buzzing with texts from neighbors, some sympathetic, others judgmental. Her kids came home from school in tears, teased about their broke mom. Mia was humiliated, her privacy shattered in a single click. Fury replaced her initial shock. Mia wasn't just going to let this slide. She contacted a lawyer, Elena Vasquez, who specialized in privacy law. Elena was a firebrand, known for taking on powerful entities and winning. She saw Mia's case as a textbook violation of privacy rights. "They didn't just shame you," Elena said, her eyes narrowing. "They broke the law. Posting personal financial details without consent? That's a lawsuit waiting to happen." Together, they uncovered that Karen had accessed Mia's information through unethical means, exploiting her connections to bypass privacy protections. Elena filed a lawsuit against the HOA citing invasion of privacy, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Here's where things took an unexpected turn. As Mia and Elena prepared for court, a new player entered the scene. Tom, a retired IT specialist and Willow Creek resident. Tom had been quietly observing the HOA's antics for years, and he had a bombshell. He discovered that Karen had been using the HOA's website to store unencrypted personal data on every resident, names, addresses, even payment histories for HOA dues. Tom had stumbled upon the files while helping a neighbor troubleshoot their internet. "It's a data breach waiting to happen," he told Mia, handing over a USB drive with screenshots. This twist shifted the narrative. Mia wasn't just fighting for herself anymore. She was exposing a systemic abuse of power that endangered the entire community. The courtroom showdown was electric. Karen sat at the defense table, her usual smug demeanor faltering as Elena laid out the evidence. Mia took the stand, her voice steady but raw with emotion as she described the toll of the public shaming her kids' tears, the whispers at the grocery store, the anxiety of knowing her financial struggles were an open book. Elena then called Tom as a surprise witness. Gasps rippled through the courtroom as he revealed the HOA's unsecured data practices, projecting screenshots of the website's back end on a screen for all to see. The judge's face hardened. Karen's lawyer scrambled to object, but the damage was done. The HOA's negligence wasn't just about Mia, it was a ticking time bomb for every resident. Karen's defense unraveled spectacularly. She tried to paint herself as a protector of community standards, claiming Mia's mailbox was a blight that justified her actions. But under Elena's relentless cross-examination, Karen crumbled. She admitted to accessing Mia's financial details through her neighbor's tip, not realizing it violated state privacy laws. When pressed about the website's data practices, she stammered, unable to explain why sensitive information was left unprotected. The judge's gavel fell like a thunderclap. The HOA was liable. Mia's lawsuit wasn't just about her humiliation, it had exposed a reckless disregard for every resident's privacy. The settlement was a knockout blow. The HOA agreed to pay Mia $90,000 to cover damages and legal fees, and Karen was forced to step down as president. The website was overhauled, with all personal data removed and new security measures implemented. Karen's fall from grace was the talk of Willow Creek. Neighbors who once feared her now whispered about her downfall, some even apologizing to Mia for staying silent. Karen, humiliated, sold her house and moved away, unable to face the community she'd once lorded over. Mia used part of the settlement to fix her mailbox and then some, treating her kids to a long-overdue vacation. The rest went into a college fund, a quiet promise to her children that their future was secure. Mia's victory wasn't just about the money. It was about reclaiming her dignity and exposing a bully who hid behind rules to wield power. The neighborhood felt lighter without Karen's iron grip, and residents began questioning other HOA policies, sparking a wave of reform. Mia, once the target of gossip, became a local hero of sorts, her courage inspiring others to speak up. Standing on her porch, watching her kids play in the yard, she felt a weight lift. She turned pain into power, proving that no one, not even a Karen with a vendetta, could silence her. What would you do if your personal information was exposed to shame you? Was Mia's fight worth the battle, or should she have let it go? Share your thoughts. Where do you draw the line between standing up for yourself and letting petty battles slide?